Ever wonder what lies beneath your closest friendship? When my best friend Sarah invited me to a private yoga session, I thought it'd be just a workout. But that night shifted everything I knew about boundaries, desire, and the dangerous dance between loyalty and lust. Want to know how a simple yoga class turned into something that changed our lives forever? Hold tight. This isn't for the weak-hearted. Some moments blur the line between friendship and forbidden passion, and this one burned it to ash. I never planned to be single this long, pushing 30 alone on a Friday night in Miami, sipping wine, the weight of an empty evening pressing down. The past few months were a mess, work fading, friends fleeting, connections that never stuck. Not for lack of trying, but something was off, like I was missing something vital, something alive. I was tired of chasing, but deep down a restless ache wouldn't let go. My phone buzzed, snapping me out of it. Sarah's name lit the screen. "Hey girl, I've got something you'll love," her text read. Sarah was always the wild one, diving into new fads or impromptu trips with a fire I envied. Her relationship with her boyfriend seemed perfect, steady, passionate, everything I thought I wanted, making me feel like an outsider. "What's up?" I replied, sipping wine, letting its warmth settle in my chest. "I've been doing private yoga at my place," she said. "You need to join next time." I raised an eyebrow, curious but wary. Yoga wasn't my thing. Sarah was always ahead of the curve, but this felt off. "It's not regular yoga," she went on. "The instructor's amazing. It's not just stretching, it's a whole vibe. You'll feel it." Her voice carried excitement, but something else too, a hint of secrecy. "Feel what I asked." She laughed light, like she was letting me in on something. "Trust me, it's not what you think. You're too stressed. You need this." I hesitated, glancing at my empty apartment. Maybe she was right. Maybe I needed something new. "Fine, I'm in," I said, half joking, "but I'm no yoga pro." "You don't need to be," she shot back, voice teasing. "I'll send details." The day came, and I didn't know what to expect. Sarah's Miami house was warm, cozy, the kind of place that pulls you in. The living room was cleared, lit by flickering candles, their glow soft, casting shadows that felt alive. "Relax," Sarah said, as I stepped in, her smile, bright, hopeful, dressed in loose workout clothes, mat already spread. "You'll love this." I wasn't sure, but I smiled, setting my mat beside hers. The doorbell chimed, and before I could brace myself, Sarah let him in. The instructor walked in, calm, confident, in simple black workout gear that hugged his frame. Tall, dark eyes, a smile that hit like a spark, disarming. He nodded at Sarah, then his gaze locked on me. "Glad you could join," he said, voice low, almost hypnotic. I smiled, awkward, unsure how to act. Sarah was at ease, like this was routine. I didn't know it then, but I was already stepping into something I wasn't ready for. The session started, but his guidance was nothing like any yoga I'd known. His hands were warm, correcting our poses with a touch too intimate for a class. When his fingers grazed my waist, a jolt of heat shot through me. I told myself it was normal, part of the practice, but when he adjusted me into a deeper stretch, his hands lingered on my hips too long, too deliberate. "Relax," he whispered, voice soft, close to my ear. "Let go." My breath caught his words, sinking into me, echoing in my body. The more I tried to focus, the more his presence consumed me, guiding my body into poses that stretched more than muscle, quickening my pulse. Each touch, each adjustment pulled me closer to him, like I couldn't resist. From the corner of my eye, I saw Sarah, eyes closed, a faint smile, her body melting under his touch like this was her ritual. Her ease unnerved me, but it stirred something to curiosity, maybe envy. When he adjusted Sarah's arms, his fingers brushed her neck, and her small, almost flirtatious smile said this was normal, expected. A knot twisted in my gut, curiosity and unease blending. His hands returned to me, still gentle, but now unmistakably intimate, his breath warm on my neck. "You're doing great," he murmured. "Trust your body." A shiver ran through me, his fingers tracing the curve of my waist, guiding me deeper into a pose, his touch lingering, pressing just enough to make my heart race. As the session ended, I was lost, unsure what to make of my body's response. I gathered my things, head spinning, the air heavy with what had shifted inside me. Sarah pulled me aside, her smile bright, knowing. "So what did you think?" she asked, voice too casual. "I don't know," I stammered. "It felt different, intense. He's very hands-on." Her eyes sparked, leaning closer, voice dropping to a whisper. "Yeah, that's how it is sometimes. But tonight was just a taste. He gets more personal with regulars." I blinked, not sure I heard right. "Personal?" She nodded, smile widening. "Trust me, he knows how to make you feel alive. It's about connection, letting go. Don't worry, I'll ease you into it next time. Just keep an open mind." Her words hung heavy, a promise I wasn't sure I could grasp. Before I could respond, she hugged me. "You won't regret it. Come back next time, you'll see." I nodded, but my mind was a storm, replaying his touch, his presence, the way my body betrayed me. The days after were a blur, my thoughts caught on his hands, the way they moved, the way I reacted. It was confusing, new, unsettling, but undeniable. I talked to Sarah a few times, her reassurances only deepening my uncertainty. "You'll be fine," she said. "It's part of the experience." But I wasn't sure if I was just curious or ready to cross that line. As the next session loomed, I knew I couldn't back out. Something inside me needed to see where this led. I arrived at Sarah's, the air thicker, more alive than before. Candles flickered their glow, dancing on the walls, the scent of lavender and sandalwood wrapping around me, seductive, urging me to let go. He was already there, standing calm, steady, his dark eyes meeting mine with a knowing smile that quickened my pulse. "Good to see you back," he said, voice soft, meant for me. I nodded, caught between thrill and unease. Sarah was already in place, her body relaxed in sync with the room. She winked at me, settling on her mat. He moved between us, guiding our stretches, but this time his touch was bolder, lingering longer. His fingers grazed my back, adjusting my pose, each touch sending warmth through me, waking every nerve. "Let go," he whispered, voice a low hum, intimate, pulling me in. "Trust the space. Let everything else fade." His words were a lure, a promise of something more. The room hummed, candles casting long shadows, moving with our breaths. The air was heavy, thick with lavender, sandalwood, and the heat of our bodies. A low, hypnotic melody pulsed, matching the rhythm in my veins. Every touch, every movement blended with the atmosphere, pulling us into something primal, alive. Sarah was at the center, moving with him like they'd done this for months, fluid, no hesitation. Their connection was silent, electric, vibrating in the air. She leaned into his touch, a soft breath escaping as her body arched under his hands, slow, deliberate, intimate. His palms slid down her back, each move measured like he was memorizing her. She welcomed it, her lips parting in a soft sigh, her skin glowing in the dim light. His fingers traced the curve of her waist, lingering, a quiet confidence in every touch. I watched, unable to look away, the heat between them palpable. His hands moved lower, sliding along her leggings, familiar, unhurried. Her breath hitched, a small, desperate sound escaping as she tilted her head back, eyes half closed, lost in him. The air crackled, their connection raw, undeniable. His hands roamed steady, claiming as she pressed closer, their bodies moving in a rhythm so natural it felt instinctive. His gaze flicked to me, dark, intense, like he saw right through me. No words, but his look was a question, an invitation to cross the line. He eased away from Sarah, her breath heavy, and turned to me. His fingers brushed the fabric of my dress, a spark shooting through me. His touch was deliberate, confident, tracing my waist, teasing the skin beneath. His lips met mine, soft at first, testing, then deeper, pulling me under. I tasted him, felt him, the slow slide of his mouth consuming me. His hands moved, sure, possessive, pressing me closer, his body firm against mine. Sarah was behind me, her breath quick, eyes dark with hunger and approval. Her fingers traced my spine, gently tugging at my dress, letting it slip, exposing more skin. Her lips brushed my neck, soft, sending shivers through me. The last barriers fell, my dress sliding away, leaving only their warmth, their touch. Sarah's hands mapped my shoulders, my waist, her fingers soft, exploring. His hands were lower, tracing my hips, steady, sure. His lips found my neck, kissing, sparking waves of heat. I gasped, lost in their touch, Sarah's softness, his strength. Their hands found each other, moving together, seamless, the slow unraveling not just of clothes but of doubt, hesitation. Sarah kissed me, slow, sweet, her lips lingering, tasting the heat of the moment. He pulled me closer, his body pressing against mine, the heat overwhelming. No barriers left, just skin breath, the pulse of desire filling the room. Our bodies moved together, slow, deliberate, like a song building to its peak. Hearts raced, tangled, until we found a quiet moment. Sarah's lips lingered on mine, soft, careful. He stood close, his presence electric, undeniable. We paused, breath heavy, the room thick with what we'd done. Sarah smiled, eyes dark with satisfaction. "You okay?" she whispered, voice soft, gentle. I nodded, still reeling from the intensity. His gaze never left me, his hand brushing my hair back. "Ready for more," he murmured. Before I could answer, the world faded, leaving only our rhythm, the hum of desire between us. The moment stretched, balanced on the edge of something new. Was I wrong to chase that desire? Some lines once crossed can't be undone, even when they feel so right. Ever had a friendship turn into something more? Drop it in the comments. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. Some connections come from places you never expect.